Hey guys, I'm Mason, I'm a completely blind wrestling fan, and this is my podcast, Wrestling in the Dark. Today, I wanted to bring you a quick match review. I managed to catch the main event of NJPW's G1 Climax Night 15. It was Okada versus Evil, and I just thought I'd give a few quick thoughts on it. This is the first Okada match that I've ever caught after hearing a lot of good things about him, and I was quite excited to get to see this match, in all honesty, because the only other NJPW match that I've ever seen was Mox versus Juice, and that one wasn't the greatest for commentary, so I was interested to see how this one would do. The early moments were slow, and I think that was just so that they could build up the pace, because it did get a lot faster. I appreciate that while they were just doing the sort of chain wrestling stuff with the side headlocks and the wrist locks, etc., the commentators were just sort of talking. I could have maybe done with them being a little bit more focused or sounding like they actually know what they're on about, because they were trying to work out the G1 maths, and I'm sure at this point in the tournament it's pretty complicated, but it really confused me, and I was just like, okay, what I'll take from this is Evil needs to win or he's out of the running. Like, it really seemed like they were just sort of trying to figure it out and they just couldn't, and it was like, wait, what about this? Are they not on this many buttons? So it's just like, it was pretty funny. Once the match started picking up in its pace, the commentary did pretty well, in my opinion. There was some pretty good play-by-play, and I never really felt lost. I actually quite enjoyed this match. It started picking up as they were on the outside, and they sort of threw each other into the barricade, and then we got a long count-out spot. It was mostly Okada for the first sort of 5-10 minutes of this match, and then Evil started firing back a little bit. He was getting desperate and grabbing handfuls of Okada's hair. He was on the outside and Okada went after him and he threw a chair in his way, and then they got a lot of chairs that went after Okada. And then it sort of swung back in his favour. There was a little bit where they were talking about the power of Evil as they were going for a superplex spot. Evil also managed to hit his Darkness Falls, which I don't know what that is, and I assume it was him because the commentators never really said who it was, but I assume it was Evil because Darkness Falls sounds more like an evil type thing than just someone like Okada. I don't know. I'm just guessing. The only part that I really felt like they sort of dropped the ball on was that there was a huge strike exchange. It sounded like they were both clobbering each other. But I do think, even though it's self-explanatory what's going on because the moves are audible and you can tell they're striking, I'd still like to know from the play-by-play what strikes they're using, whether it's just a chop or a straight right, or I don't know. I find that sort of important because those strike exchanges really build up the drama for a match sometimes, and I'd just like to know which ones they were doing. But we got some really nice spots in this match. I like that at one point Evil it was going down, grabbed the ropes to stop him going down. He went to go after Okada, and Okada countered with a drop kick. Not sure whether drop kicks are one of Okada's things, but he was hitting them quite a bit in this match. There was quite a nice spot where he did a drop kick to the back of Evil's head. Evil tried to shake it off, but he drop kicked him again. And then there was also a drop kick on the outside, as well as a shotgun drop kick at one point. Evil hit half and half suplexes, and I think he also attempted to hit Okada with a Rainmaker in one of the nicest spots of the night, in my opinion. Or not the night of the match. Okada went for a spinning Rainmaker, and Evil countered with a headbutt to the chest. Okada went for a tombstone at one point, and they were trading back and forth between attempting the Rainmaker on each other, and that ended in a near fall. And then towards the end, Okada hit that spinning Rainmaker and then a normal one for the win. I gave this a a strong 4+. I thought it was actually really good, and considering that I don't know either of these guys, and I'm not familiar with any of their history or any of the G1 stuff, I thought it was actually a pretty good match. I liked that the drama of Evil needing to win or him being out, and I felt like the commentators made that pretty clear, and it was nice to actually finally get to see or get to hear an Okada match. But I felt like the commentary did a pretty good job. They definitely did a better job of when I checked out Mox versus Juice, and I definitely, hopefully, will manage to catch an NJPW in the future. I'd quite like to catch the G1 final, so we'll see about that one. It all depends on what the reception for this video is. But yeah, there's my tablet shouting at me just as I'm about to wrap up. Stupid technology. Stop it. Right, anyway, yeah, I was really, really pleased to have finally managed to catch an Okada match, because I've heard so many cool things about it, and it was actually a really cool match, so yeah. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to see me do more NJPW content, let me know, whether it's as simple as clicking that like button, whether you have your say in the comments section or on Twitter at Mason_WITD, or whether you commit and hit that subscribe button and the notify bell so you never miss another episode. Come on in, guys, let's be friends. I'm off, and you should have a good one.